Be careful this Halloween, parents. I found McDonald's diced onions in my kids' candy. What would your reaction be if your partner told you I'll marry you if you lose weight? I would probably eat them immediately. Me, I wear elevator shoes with shoe lifts to bed and in the shower. I never take them off if my wife is home because I don't want her to see that I'm just an elevator shoe dwarf. Priest. Once again weird as hell but not a sin. When I ask someone to wake me up early in the morning and they actually do it. Extroverts be like, get out of your comfort zone. Introverts be like, please get out of my comfort zone. She looks like the kind of kid who would microwave their hamster. They, his handlers, ripped Sleepy Joe off the stage yesterday when he got lost in a mental fog. A disaster. Very little reporting on this. Fact check. Joe Biden had no public appearances yesterday, so what are you even talking about? My microwave keeps asking for sacrifices. As a kid this would definitely be scarring. As an adult that's funny as F. You were a weak kid, they would have tossed you off a cliff if we were in ancient Greece. The pen enlargement cream made my hands massive instead. Have you heard the joke about the gaslighter? No. Yeah you have. No I don't. You have literally heard it already. I don't know. You're crazy. Medieval worked only about 150 days in a year. The church believed it was important to keep them happy with frequent mandatory holidays. You have less holidays than a medieval. Lists of vampires. List of fictional vampires. Can't effing sleep because Wikipedia has separate lists for vampires and for fictional vampires. The first time a girl showed me her fake, my reaction to her was, they look nice but do they feel natural? She says go ahead and check them out. So naturally I obliged. I told her they feel a little different from natural. They are not as soft but I enjoyed touching them just as much as the natural ones. My sister was very happy. What's something you can say in a dog park but shouldn't say in a children's playground? We are going to get him next week. When you realize every odd number has a letter E in it, too. Uval DPD watching Nashville PD breach and neutralize a to 14 minutes after it started. This barista puts stickers over the Starbucks logo on frappuccinos so girls can't take selfies with them. Who's that woman and kids you posted on your status? Oh that one. She's my wife but we are just friends. Don't worry, Wanji. Thank you for calling. Please hold for a minute. This music effing lux. Colleges to 18-year-olds. Just sign here. Don't worry about these loans. After you get this degree you'll have so much money you'll pay them off in no time. He has that I'm gonna sell you a 2015 Toyota Camry with a 24.99% interest rate smile. One time I was late to practice and coach made me run laps. My dad was the coach and he drove me to practice. If you want $15 minimum wage, don't complain when your Taco Bell order costs $38 for a burrito. The most expensive Taco Bell burrito in Washington DC, where the minimum wage is already $15, costs $3.79. How are you? Not Led still alive. Every sword needs a sheath. Mine don't have one, cause you have a dagger not a sword. If someone puts down a +4 card you must draw 4 and your turn is skipped. You can't put down a +2 to make the next person draw 6. We know you have tried it. What about a +4 on a +4? No, you don't know how to play the game right. The lottery gives you a 1 in 200 million chances that you won't go to work tomorrow. A 30 pack of beer gives you 1 in 5. What are you gonna ask Santa for? My mom says Santa's not real. Well, my mom says you're not real. World War II ends. The scientists. Kids after hearing Beastie Boys fight for your right for the first time. Dad, what's a Shaun Mag? What celebrity would break the internet if they decided to start their Shaun career? The Green M&M. Lemonade, 150 calories. Refreshingly sweet all natural lemonade. Fill a bunch of blow up dolls with helium and release them and watch these people lose their minds thinking they missed the rapture. As a person with autism, I can confirm I sing a made up version of just the two of us at the back of the class. I'm autistic too, but the type that would sniff Gorilla Glue and pass out. Me, I'm 45 but I have the body of a 19-year-old. Prove it. Me, opens freezer. IRS, tax time. Me, how much? IRS, secret. Me, why? IRS, just guess. Me, $600. IRS, jail. People who treat their birthday as a normal day think they are more matured than everyone. We are just miserable, leave us alone. Forget pills and alcohol. What is something bad for your health that people don't talk about enough? Backflips are dangerous as F, but no one talks about it cause they are effing dope. Oh my god, this is every woman's nightmare. This is a terrifying image. What a photo. Especially the aid in the back. Every woman's nightmare is being trapped in the back of a sinking car gasping for air, I would imagine. Did you ever ask your uncle about? Shoplifters will be tutored. What's the difference between a chickpea and a lentil? Never had a lentil on my face. F you hope both sides of your pillow are warm and that you may never find the long end of the blanket that you get the urge to go take a piss at midnight every night for 10.6 years. The Four Horsemen of Being in Paris. My friend didn't reply to her man for 2 weeks and told me that you gotta give them time to miss you, and now he's got a new girl LMFAO. Every time I see a girl describe themselves as tiny I want to dropkick them. I'm just so tiny. No one will ever love a tiny girl like me. God, I'm going to commit against a gnome. It's just so yucky because it's purely for attention and validation and whatever else. Sega wants Sonic to surpass Mario in both games and movies. Let's be civil now, and I want to remove the letter C from the alphabet, but that ain't gonna happen either. Drop the attitude. It's effing sarcasm, you crusty fungal infested old sock left on the floor of a pubescent teen male. LMAO. The insult, holy shit. Climate protesters glue themselves to Porsche Museum but needed to go potty. Staff simply left turning off heat and lights rather than calling the police. I think the white people don't like spicy food thing mostly applies to middle to upper class whites because every redneck I know buys hot sauces with names like A-Hole Prolapser and She Liquefier every time they go to Ace Hardware. Trying to be an adult and read a scientific paper and your wife does this. Harry Potter and the influence of climatic legacies on the distribution of dry land biocrust communities. People in the US after greeting you, leave a tip. Teen moms have the right idea, Nate Bargates. He looks like a Lego. When someone says you're too old to be trick or treating. WWE fans' final hope to beat Roman. Leukemia. While my sis brags at Thanksgiving about getting her PhD in quantitative microbiology, I'm gonna be thinking about this time we took a bath together. I was 2, she was 5. I put the tub and she played with it because she thought it was brown Play-Doh. Not so smart then, we yeah lol. Girl, our relationship is over. Me, our relationship is what? Over. Me at 18 knowing that a surprisingly large amount of old people are racist. Me at 30 knowing that a surprisingly large amount of 18-year-old people are racist. Most people are other people. Their thoughts are someone else's opinions, their lives are mimicry, their passions are quotation. Oscar Wilde. American girl releases first doll with hearing loss. Wait, the other ones can hear us. Nintendo announced they will provide Mario Kart to Japan retirement home residents. A lap of Rainbow Road is gonna finish them all off. The same people who don't fear because of a 98% survival rate now fear a that has a 0.00009% risk of causing blood clots. Make it make sense. girlfriend said the Elon Musk Twitter statement sounded like a Gundam villain speech and I can stop thinking about it. That is why I bought Twitter. I didn't do it because it would be easy. I didn't do it to make more money. I did it to try to help humanity whom I love. And I do so with humility, recognizing that failure in pursuing this goal despite our best efforts is a very real possibility. Oh, I see you're an immigrant. Pardon me. Maybe it's just a language barrier then. I recommend some English courses. You'll get the hang of it. Just takes practice. Ah, that's helpful, thank you. Might you recommend which language courses I might take? I already have a PhD in English literature, so they would need to build off of that. Salary of a clown. $51,000 a year. Yet here you are doing it all for free. Vegemite is an Australian spread made from leftover brewer's yeast, salt, malt and vegetable extract. It's an excellent source of B vitamins including B1, B2, B3, B9 and B. Hol'Up puts a rose in every cheek too. Of course I know multiplication tables. I just don't sit at them very often. What works best for now is to treat her like Domino's Pizza. She exists and that's fine, but we are not getting involved until she actually improves. My friend, Pokemon aren't real. Me, Pikachu, use bubonic plague. Why aren't millennials buying diamonds? Sorry, I was too busy paying $485 for a campus parking pass. Halloween is over. The neighbor is still from a tree. What part of libertarianism bothers you? The part where you have to make decisions about your own life, or the part where you don't get to make my decisions for me? The part where there's sawdust in my salami and no weekend. My school's having a gender swap day. You already know I'm gonna be a pretty princess. Dog, my school had a dress as your right all day and 4 MFs walked in as what the F? What looks as a kid but amazing as adult? Having X with an adult. Hi, hello, how can I assist you today? How do I say you're a dummy but professionally? It's for an email. I object to that many furries being on the same airplane because if there were an accident it could basically cripple the American IT industry in an instant. POV, you're a statue from ancient Greece, so small.
Spare change, ma'am.